The film begins during the Second World War in Belarus. An elderly man tries to warn the children not to dig up weapons buried in an old battlefield because it could raise suspicion among the German forces stationed there. However, the boys ignore him. They believe that if they find a gun, they will be able to join the Soviet partisan forces, who are trying to free their country from the Nazis. Their effort pays off, and one boy, Florya, finds a rifle buried in the sand. But before they can continue digging, a German aircraft flies over them, which frightens them. Later, it is shown that Florya lives at home with his mother and two younger sisters. His mother is deeply upset to learn that her son wants to go to war. Florya says that other boys his age have already gone to fight, so he wants to go as well. Hearing this, his mother breaks down. In anger and fear, she picks up an axe and says that if he truly wants to go, then he should first kill her and his sisters. After a while, two Soviet soldiers arrive at their home. His mother welcomes them, but as soon as she realizes that they have come to take her son, she becomes frightened. In contrast, Florya is very happy and shows them the rifle he found. After a brief conversation, the soldiers forcibly take him outside. His mother begs them to leave her son, but they refuse. Then Florya is placed on a vehicle, and as he leaves, he sees his crying mother and sisters for the last time. Before we continue, I'd like to request you to subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. After some time, they arrive at a partisan camp hidden deep inside the forest. Florya walks around happily, excited that he has now become a young soldier. He notices other soldiers having fun and taking photographs together. He is also called to join them so that they can show their unity. In the evening, a senior assigns him the duty of guarding the camp and tells him to only allow those inside who know the password. Commander Kosak orders him that if anyone fails to give the password, he must shoot them. The next morning, Florya is given the task of cleaning a large pot. He feels a bit jealous when he sees others gathering around a girl named Glasha. He learns that she is the camp's nurse. Florya is also captivated by her beauty and keeps watching her as she plays with flowers. After some time, the commander gathers everyone and announces that the time has come to fight against the Nazis. He declares that they must now move to the battlefield. At that moment, Glasha arrives and looks at Kosak with affection, but he ignores her, which makes her sad, and she walks away. After the discussion, Kosak asks who is not fit to go. One man steps forward and says that his shoes are torn, so he cannot walk. Kosak immediately orders Florya to give him his shoes. Florya is forced to give up his shoes and becomes sad, realizing that he will not be able to go to the battlefield. After a short while, the soldiers begin marching forward, leaving only Florya and the women of the camp behind. Seeing this, Florya becomes very disappointed and starts walking into the forest, crying like a child. Just then, he hears the sound of a girl crying from a distance. It is Glasha, who is also upset because she was left behind. The two look at each other and start crying loudly. But within a few seconds, their expressions change, and they begin laughing at their own situation. Then they introduce themselves to each other and start talking happily. Glasha tells him that he is foolish and cowardly, which is why he was left behind. She believes that Kosak felt pity for him, but Florya refuses to accept this. Suddenly, they see German aircraft flying in the sky. At that moment, heavy bombing begins, and massive explosions occur everywhere. During this attack, blood starts coming out of Florya's ears, and he becomes partially deaf. A German paratrooper comes to attack them, but he gets stuck in a tree. Taking advantage of the moment, both of them quickly run into the forest and hide in a safe place, while German soldiers are firing bullets all around. In reality, the Nazis are eliminating all the resistance forces present in that area. Later, Florya builds a temporary shelter using large leaves, and the two decide to spend the night there. Due to the cold, both of them are shivering. Florya tells her that the next day he will take her to his home and introduce her to his mother and two sisters. The next morning, it starts raining, and in happiness, the two begin dancing like crazy. After that, they set off toward Florya's village. While walking, it is shown that Florya's feet have been badly injured. When they reach the village, there is a strange silence. Florya immediately runs toward his house, but he cannot find his mother or sisters there. On the other hand, Glasha notices that the house is filled with flies everywhere. She realizes that everyone there is dead, but Florya refuses to accept it. He says that maybe his family has gone somewhere and will return soon. After some time, Florya sees his sister's toys scattered on the floor. This makes him suspect that his family might have gone to hide on a small island surrounded by a swamp. As they run toward that place, Glasha turns back and sees a horrifying sight. a pile of dead bodies stacked on top of each other near a barn. She screams in fear, but Florya cannot hear anything and keeps moving forward. While running, they come across a muddy swamp, and without thinking, both of them step into it and begin crossing it. After reaching the other side, Glasha tells him the truth that his family is dead and their bodies are lying in that barn. But Florya refuses to listen. He becomes so angry that he attacks Glasha. He pushes her into the mud, but immediately realizes his mistake and jumps in himself to save her. At that moment, a partisan soldier named Rubej arrives there. He quickly pulls Glasha out of the mud and calms her down. Here, Glasha says that Florya has gone mad. She tries to explain that his family is no more, but Florya refuses to accept it. Hearing this, Rubej feels pity for both children and takes them to the villagers who have escaped from the Nazis. Among those people, Florya sees the same elderly man from the beginning, but now he is completely burned and on the verge of death. The man tells Florya that he saw his mother and sisters being killed with his own eyes. He explains that the Nazis burned him, and when he begged them to kill him, they only laughed and made him suffer even more. Hearing this, Florya feels deep regret and completely breaks down. He presses his face into the mud and tries to end his life, but Glasha and the other villagers stop him and calm him down. After this, the villagers make an effigy of Hitler, spit on it, and curse it, because they have suffered so much because of him. After some time, Rubej and his companions take Florya with them to search for food in a nearby warehouse. After walking some distance, they realize that German soldiers are guarding the warehouse, who immediately open fire on them. Luckily, 4 of them manage to escape. The next day, they see a tank passing on a dirt road, and they get the idea to place Hitler's effigy in the middle of the road so that the German soldiers will see it. Later, they slowly move forward to search for food for their people. Suddenly, Rubej and Florya start running, and the other 2 follow them. But unfortunately, the 2 step on a landmine and die on the spot. Seeing their companions die, Rubej and Florya are terrified, but they have no choice but to move forward. On the way, they suddenly think a bomb is about to fall from above, but in reality, it is just an empty bottle dropped from a plane. That evening, the 2 secretly enter a village that is occupied by the Germans. They go to a man's house and point a gun at him, telling him to give them his cow. The man gets frightened and immediately brings the cow from his field. They tell him to take the cow far from the house into an open field. When he reaches some distance, they tell him to leave the cow and go back home. The frightened man runs back to his house. This makes both of them very happy, and they go far away and start milking the cow. But their happiness does not last long, because suddenly, Nazi soldiers attack them from all sides. Florya lies down on the ground to hide. When the firing stops, he crawls toward Rubej and is shocked to see that he is dead. Miraculously, the cow is still alive and trying to run away. Florya tries to grab the rope, but just then, gunfire starts again, and this time the cow is hit. The cow dies on the spot, and Florya hides behind its body and cries the entire night. The next morning, when he wakes up, there is fog everywhere. He tries to take the dead cow to the village, but he is unable to lift it. Then he tries to cut its meat, but his knife is too small, so he leaves it there and moves on. On the way, he sees a horse and immediately catches it. Just then, a man arrives and says that the horse belongs to him. Florya tells him that there is a dead cow lying nearby and that he needs to take it for his villagers. Suddenly, they hear the sound of the German army approaching. Hearing this, the old man tells Florya to hide his rifle and take off his military uniform. Then he takes him to his cart and tells him to pretend to be his grandson if anyone asks. After a while, they reach the old man's house, where he introduces Florya to his family. Soon, German soldiers enter the house and sit at the table. The family, out of fear, serves them food while the others remain silent. Then the Nazis tell everyone to gather outside the house. They say that if people show their documents, they will be taken to Germany and released peacefully. Hearing this, the villagers become happy and step forward to show their documents. But Florya understands their trick. He realizes that they will not be taken to Germany. He tries to warn everyone that they will be killed, but no one listens to him. Here, he is also shocked to see that some Russians are supporting the Germans. In the end, he is also forced to join the crowd, and people begin handing over their documents to the soldiers. But soon they realize that they are very close to death. Armed soldiers lead them into an empty wooden church. When everyone gathers inside, the doors are locked from the outside. After a while, a soldier announces that anyone who wants to leave can do so through the window, but they must leave their children inside. Most people refuse to abandon their children and choose death instead. However, Florya somehow manages to escape through the window and survives, only to witness the horrifying events that follow. After a while, he sees a woman trying to escape through the window with her small child, but the soldiers throw the child back inside. The woman keeps screaming, but the soldiers grab her by the hair, drag her, and laugh at her. They also find a Jewish man, whom they capture and throw into the same wooden building. Then the situation becomes even more horrifying as they start throwing grenades inside the church. After that, they throw petrol bombs and set the church on fire. The people trapped inside keep screaming, while the German soldiers standing outside celebrate and rejoice. Even after doing all this, they are not satisfied, so they fire bullets to make sure that no one inside survives. They also use flamethrowers. Florya witnesses all of this with his own eyes and is completely shattered from within. After this horrific attack, almost the entire village is destroyed, and the Nazis begin to leave. A German officer points a gun at Florya's head as if posing for a souvenir photo. Then they leave him there alone. They also put the same woman into their truck and treat her very badly. Meanwhile, a sick old woman is lying outside on a bed. The soldiers do not kill her but leave her there to slowly suffer and die. After this, Florya starts walking in the same direction where the German soldiers had gone. When he reaches there, he discovers that those Nazis had been attacked by partisan fighters, resulting in many of them being killed. Florya keeps moving forward and begins searching for the rifle he had hidden earlier. After some time, he comes across the same girl who had previously been dragged into the truck. She is in very bad condition, with blood on her face and legs. As he continues on his way, Florya encounters partisan fighters, among whom is his commander Kosash. It is revealed that they have captured 11 German soldiers, including their commander. Florya looks at them with anger and a desire for revenge. He remembers that these were the same people who had told the villagers to leave their children in the church. One of the soldiers shows no remorse for his actions. He proudly admits that he was the one who gave that order, believing that children only create problems. He also says that certain races do not deserve to live and should be eliminated. Hearing this, everyone present becomes furious and demands justice. Then Kosak orders the German commander to pour petrol on his own soldiers and burn them. Only then will he be spared. Without hesitation, the man starts pouring petrol on his companions. But just as he is about to set them on fire, the partisan fighters suddenly open fire and kill all 11 Nazis. After this, Florya walks away from there. On the way, he finds a picture of Adolf Hitler lying in the mud. Seeing this, he is filled with rage and starts shooting at it repeatedly. It feels as if he is trying to erase his nightmares in this way. Before the film ends, a note appears stating that during the Second World War, 628 villages in Belarus under German occupation were burned down, along with all their inhabitants. And the story ends here.